And welcome back to this discussion which is happening at the Voice Show. Don't forget to always join us and get to watch the show every other Friday at 7:30 p.m. and also we have a repeat on Sundays. And if you miss it on screen, you can watch us on YouTube. This show is under Science TV. So we've been having a very interesting discussion where you mentioned something about fake upcoming sign language interpreters or people who have gotten basic training on sign language, or they have very basic skill on on the language, and now they think they're professionals and they're coming out to post it all over. So there is no warning, there is no system that is making people understand that once you join the field, there's a moment you need for you to become, there's a process you need to have for you to become a professional. And sometimes you see so many people who have very basic knowledge on sign language who come out and they actually want to join as professionals, because you've heard from many who has had a journey of 5 years of teaching and then had another journey of joining the sign language as a profession. There are steps which are supposed to be taken for someone to become or to be recognized as a professional. So tell us about this organization called Kislia.
Okay. Thank you so much, Videlis, even for hosting me again. You have asked what is Kislia. Kislia is the Kenyan Sign Language Interpreters Association. It was founded many, many years ago. I think in I don't want to be wrong. I think it was 1980s or 1990s. That is when Kislia was founded. And we respect those leaders who came up with it, because they have really held our hands. They have really supported us. And the objective of Kislia is to strengthen interpretation, to ensure that when you complete learning sign language, you can join and you will receive a lot of mentorship programs. We usually have trainings that are organized every now and then. We strengthen and protect sign language. That is one of the objectives of Kislia. And for any upcoming interpreter, we have membership fee that you are supposed to pay. We have the associate members, we have student membership and all that. That is something that we are still working on, but I believe from this year, we'll be able now to recruit even the students so that they can get mentorship from us who have been in the field for a very long time, to try to close those gaps, because these are the things that we, as the veterans of sign language, I don't know whether to call myself a veteran, but we as veterans, we have failed. We have not offered good mentorship to the upcoming interpreters. That is something that we have failed as an association, but a few of us have been doing it just at a low key, mentoring the upcoming ones. But if we bring it into the association, it will really help to curb all those issues that we can see on TikTok, and will not be having such situations that we are in right now, because we are already in a mess. We are already in a big mess. Because I believe anyone who is teaching sign language should be a professional person who has undergone the TOT training, for them who have been even in this field for a very long time. And if we as interpreters, we can just focus on interpretation alone, and let's leave sign language training to the deaf themselves, because this is their language. It's just like me being taught Kikuyu by a Kamba person who has learned Kikuyu. It will not be very impactful. But if you are taught a language by a person who uses it, it will be much easier for you to learn very fast, and you'll not make any mistakes. But again, even you deaf people, you're also making a mistake, especially the Gen Zs. Especially the Gen Zs, they have come up with even their own signs. Sometimes you interact with a Gen Z and you are like, wow, what are they even saying? You need also to harmonize this sign language. Let's do research. Let's work together with the interpreters. We do a lot of research and we see how we can develop this sign language and stop initializing. I believe our veterans, the deaf veterans, the late Wango, didn't want to see anyone sign initialize. Nowadays, like myself, I'm signed at Mini. This is Mini Mbesa. Huh? I see people doing insurance. Huh? We need to stop the initializing, but it's up to us to develop the language to where we want us to be. And let's protect it, because this is a language like any other.
Wow, I believe the viewers have heard everything that you have said and they have gotten it. And I agree with that, because in the deaf community, I will really say that you failed a bit, because we don't have the structures that we are actually putting up to protect the language, the culture, because if we leave everything without care, then we get to see the results which are failing or which are not so good in the future. And you've heard and understood what Kislia is. And we have a family of Kislia and another one which is KNAD, the Kenyan National Deaf Association. Now this association, the Association of the Deaf, now this one is what they both bodies are actually working, and they are, one is for interpreters, another one is for the deaf people, but they both are one family because they have one goal: to bridge communication barrier and make sure there's no barrier in communication. Now, I believe that we all have a responsibility. All these are people who are coming up with posting tutorials on TikTok, on social media. These actually should be regulated, because right now we don't have any leader, or we don't have any regulations which are actually controlling whatever we get to see on our social media. In the constitutional, it's recognized that the Kenya Sign Language as the third language. And if this is recognized in the constitution, it means that all these people who are coming up and who we are referring to as fake, with very bad sign language all over, they can be taught the right way. They can get, not after basic sign language, I get to become a teacher, or there's a manual that we can actually follow to make sure there's a regulation, an expert, a professional. These are the people who are actually teaching. Then there's confidence and no shame. Because if I look at someone who's qualified, they are teaching, I will really agree with that. And as we continue, there's going to be the communication barrier is going to be breached. But without that, this is going to continue. And if a deaf person is also coming to teach, and whatever they are teaching you is wrong, and that's what you're teaching other people, there's going to be a very big gap which is continuing to grow. So please tell us, do we have a policy that protects us? Maybe both families, the KNAD, the deaf community, and KISS and the interpreter. Do we have a body that gets to protect us, or that is actually even help us solve the conflicts that we get to see between the two of us? And sometimes we get to see that both organizations, I'll say, they have failed in one or another. And in future, what is there? What is being planned to solve this problem and protect the language?
Okay, thanks for your question, Videlis, about how we need to protect this language. Number one, we need to come up with structures. Do we have policies? Yes, we have policies. But as you know, in Kenya, even if we have policies, the implementation part is where we draw the line. The National Council for Persons with Disability, it's there to protect us, to protect all these messes that we have. And I believe they're working on some documents, some policies. And once those policies are out, we'll be able to protect it. Again, you have said we are failing. Yes, we are failing, both the interpreters and the deaf community. We have been having wrangles east and west. Sometimes the deaf say you don't need us, especially with the AI. Especially with the AI and the technology that is there. You can use captions and all that. But you still need us. We need each other.
And I really agree with you on that. Please, we have to continue. That's for sure, because one thing for sure, there's no need for us to have conflict. AI, yes, is there, it's continuing to grow, but there is some facial expression which are not there, captioning which are not so perfect, and getting everything that is being spoken about cannot be achieved. So there is facial expression, body language, a lot of things can be missed, and definitely we need to actually have full access to information.
So we both need each other. We need you and you need us. So we need to come together and work as a team. Let's forget about the history of the past, or the interpreters did this and the deaf did this to us. But let's come together. Let's have KNAD, that is the Kenya National Association for the Deaf, and KISLIA, Kenya Sign Language Interpreters Association for the Kenya Sign Language Interpreters Association. Let's come together. Let's have a sit down. Let's have National Council at the center of it. Let's have the stakeholders come together. We come up with policies that will be able to protect this language and this culture. It's a very beautiful culture, and we can't let anyone enrich, and we can't just let anyone mess up with it. Otherwise, if we let it go, I don't know the future generation, how they will find it, and they will blame us. What did we do? They will blame us. What did we do when we were there? So we need to work on those policies, and I wish the KSL bill was passed, was enacted. It's something that even our members of parliament are failing us. We need to come up, and you know, we have two bills. We have the bill that was there in the Senate and the KSL bill. Yes, I know it has some issues, but we need to bring the two bills together, call us the stakeholders, we work on them, and ensure that they are well streamlined, so that when we take them even to the parliament, they are not they are not focusing on only education and not interpretation. So let's see how we can work together to sort out these issues. Another thing, for the upcoming interpreters, please just come and join us. Don't see us as enemies or as competition. I always say the grass is too much in the field. There are so many opportunities for sign language interpreters. Inclusion nowadays, it's everywhere. Inclusion is everywhere. Don't be in a rush. Don't teach things that are wrong, because the moment you teach wrong things, that is misinformation that you are giving out there. That person you have taught on social media will go and start interpreting in a national forum. And it will be a total mess it will be doing injustice to the deaf community. So I just ask you, the upcoming interpreter, I humbly request you, please just stop what you are doing on social media. Before you become a trainer, follow the due process, because we have processes that you need to follow. Do you know that we have manuals that the trainers use to train sign language? It's not just waking up one day and saying, today we are learning family members, and you are there teaching family members. It's not about waking up one day and saying, today we are doing connected words and whatever. No, there are manuals that they do follow. Just try to find out, what do they use to train? Don't just go to social media and train everyone, because it's bringing, I don't want to be harsh, but let me leave it at that. But let's follow the due process before you train on social media. Remember, people pay for school fees to get that knowledge. You are discrediting us who paid for school fees. You are denying a deaf person that opportunity to earn money through training sign language. We have institutions that train sign language. We have Horizon Sign Language Training Institute. Proud of it, because that is where my son is anyway, for Lawrence. I'm not marketing. You people, I'm giving you free market. I'm giving you free marketing, and I should not. Mentioning you here, you should pay me. We have Horizon. Yes, we have Kenyan Sign Language Research Project. We have, yes, Kenyan Sign Language Research Project at the University of Nairobi. We have I think it's signed Galaxy. Yes. We have even KNAD. They are offering sign language training. So please, even for you who are being taught online, and then the thing that is even making me mad, you find people are congratulating the trainer. The hearing people, you know, they don't know sign language, right? They are appreciating the person who is training the fake language, not even knowing this person is teaching people wrong things. They're applauding them and saying, good job, giving them the hearts. I think you have seen. Just go to the comment section and see. It is, and then you're like, why are you even applauding this person and you yourself, you don't know sign language? You think this person is doing the right thing, but this person is misguiding you. And I want this video to go viral for them to see. We are going to post. Yes, the South African case. Yes, it went viral. It's the same case. People were commenting that person.
It happened in Homa Bay.
Yes, even recently it happened in Homa Bay. In that, I think it was something with Baraza for police, I don't know what. It happened. And it was a government event. I felt like going there and slapping all of them. Because what is this? You see, people are just saying like the person is there throwing their hands like this. They think this is a person who is an expert in sign language. Even new institutions, government institutions, even the private sector, do your due diligence before you hire interpreters. Consult. We have associations, we have agencies that deal with interpreters. Do your due diligence. Don't just get anyone, you give them a job just because you know them.
Want to pay cheap.
And because you also want to pay kidogo. And because they want to pay cheap. Sign language is a profession like any other. It's like a doctor.
You know, sometimes people should be arrested because they think you're getting a cheap interpreter. Cheap is expensive because if you're getting to if a deaf person gets there and then they get to complain and want to file a complaint against you.
Yeah, cheap is as expensive as Videlis has told you. Cheap is expensive. Please pay us well. Oh, pay us well. We are professionals, just like a doctor, a nurse. The way you seek for those services, we are just the same. We are service providers. So don't just get anyone and to pay them 2,000 and you feel it's a favor you are doing. It's not a favor you are doing to us, by the way. This is a profession like any other, and it needs to be respected. The same way we want you to include the deaf people. Don't forget to include them in all your programs. Ndio pia si tupate kaunga. We get something from it. Include them, because inclusion nowadays, it's not about sympathy. This is not the time we were giving these people opportunity, giving the deaf opportunities or any person with disability, giving them sympathy votes or sympathy just come to just be there on the table. No, things have changed. Nowadays, we are pushing for inclusion. We want everyone to be included. All persons with disability need to be included in your programs. And we always say, disability is a club that anyone can join. Even today, I can get out of here and then I get hit by a bike and I become a person with disability. So let's embrace inclusivity in everything we do. In the healthcare systems, our hospitals, our courts, our banking systems, everywhere. Ensure that you have mainstreamed your institutions to be disability inclusive. If you need trainings, the deaf are here to train you. We have institutions that are ready to train you on disability inclusion. So please ensure that you embrace it, because you don't know your tomorrow. No one knows their tomorrow. Even President Kibaki, the late, and may his soul rest in peace. I remember when the issue of ramps started. It's because of the accident he had after he became just the president. You remember Videlis? Yeah, that is something. Yeah, imagine the president. If it was not for that accident, we could still be facing the issues of barriers when it comes to accessibility. So let's work on it, because I don't know our tomorrow. We don't know our tomorrow.
Yes, and as you've heard, you don't know. I really want to encourage all of us, because when there is representation and there is inclusion, that is actually not a favor. You're not doing anyone some justice. It's a right. It's a right for persons with disability to be there. So accepting us from today, it can be me today and tomorrow it can be you. We never know. We all remember the former president Kibaki, who had never thought of the importance of maybe ramps or anything. But until it happened to him, he actually got to understand its importance. I wouldn't say it was a matter of luck or anything, or God was doing his thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me leave it at that. But good thing he actually got back to being healthy later. But I think that it's better if we put it in our minds and make sure and understand the importance of inclusion. If you wear a shoe that does not fit, or if you don't put yourself in this person's shoes, then you will never understand its importance until you're there. So we have talked of institutions which are teaching sign language. We've talked of CASA. We've talked of respecting the language, respecting the institution, respecting interpreters, inspecting the profession. These are things which we need to put in mind, and I believe through them we can bridge the gap and have a fulfilling future. So please, I really want to encourage us to protect the language and make it rich, make it beautiful, because that's the only way we're going to be protecting this language in the country. So now I believe that we've gotten to understand and we've gotten to we're introducing a curriculum in school, in the CBC, that is actually adding sign language as a subject, and we want to see the vision that they have for this in future. We hope it's very clear and it's going to be benefiting to the deaf community, to bridge the communication gap and the barrier to be eliminated. So the founder and the CEO, Minnie Mbesa, please, you have any final words for our viewers?
I've talked too much. By the way, I can talk. Especially with Videlis.
I think we need to plan another session where we get to have this discussion between the two of us. This is so much. We have a lot to share.
We have a lot to share. What I can tell the viewers, sign language is a beautiful and a rich language. Let's embrace it. We are there to offer the services as Sign Language Interpreters Association, and also as my organization, Sign Speak. Though I'm also marketing, by the way. I'm marketing my organization.
You have market.
Yes, I've missed to market mine. So I have to market mine, right? Yeah. So as Sign Speak Interpreters and Consultants Limited, we offer sign language interpretation services to all government institutions, local NGOs, international NGOs. When they are here in Kenya, we offer interpretation services to conferences, to government bodies, everyone. So as we are a home of sign language interpretation services. For the upcoming interpreters, kujeni, we are ready for you. We are ready to mentor you. Just catch me on TikTok. We is Money Girl.
Hey, money girl.
Yes, my TikTok account is Money Girl, and Facebook, Minnie Mbesa. Also TikTok, we have at Sign Speak Interpreters. We are there on TikTok. On our Facebook page, Sign Speak Interpreters and Consultants Limited. Here at Science TV, we are Science Media Kenya Limited on Facebook, Science TV. So I'm marketing all. Because I'm that inclusion person. I ensure that we are inclusive even in everything that we do. So catch us there. And if you want to learn sign language, please ensure that you go to the right school. Ignore those TikTok shenanigans they are doing there, those fake things that you are being taught. You can also check on our social medias. We have been tagged everywhere by the deaf community. They are complaining. People are teaching wrong sign languages. So please be careful with the institution that you are going to learn sign language. Don't depend on the TikTok. Do the professional way. And you'll go far. And trust the process. My last word is trust the process. No one begins at the top. We all begin from down here. And then a step at a time. We will get there. And the sky is not the limit.
Wow, as you've heard, there is, as you know, when a baby is born, they don't start eating immediately. They start to suckle their mother's breast, and then as they grow, they graduate to food which is grinded, and then they later they get to a food that is actually not grinded. So that has been all for today. Goodbye.